They've blocked the Xbox smoke. That's naughty. Doto with the dual Berettas up close in towards lower. Could potentially be a nasty surprise for Big as they make their way around the corner. Can lay down a lot of bullets at close range. You can even have Aerial taking the first contact over towards short now that smoke is completely blocked.
One's difficult. Low rounds, always the ones that catch you off guard, and this bait and switch is set up perfectly. Do they clear Doto? Yes, they do. Doesn't even matter. Keto played this map enough times to know what's going on. Searson going to try and get up towards E-Box as well. Zen's going to find one in the meantime. Messi from Aerial does eventually find it. Zen's Julie's able to find another. X7 finds a third. Spargo finds the last. And there we have it. Close the show. HAVU get themselves the pistol, but it's one of those, Brandon, yet again, very, very scrappy, and one that Big should have won. They were a step ahead the whole time.
Yeah, I feel like wow, what a tap by Zen, by the way.
Classic, yeah.
Still here in map number 2. Got a kill in the pistol. Searson gets one back on the force. That's an incredible shot through the doorway, looking for even more, but not quite. Fathers have brought down low in the interim, whilst all this chaos is taking shape out towards mid. Good control being gathered at the very least by Big.
Unfortunate turn of events here to start this round off. HAVU, as you said, deficit. Not only that damage sprinkled between these big players, but could be misinterpreted as Doto goes aggressive, does find one, but yet again there's a response from the Berlin International Gaming side. They are still punching holes right now. Through this defense, HAVU down to 3.
I like this. You deployed the smoke as a bait that you're hiding, but X7's going to go searching, going to go pushing the issue here. Tabson, I have no doubt will clean this, but this flash, oh, it's everything. Farther with the immediate trade, but Aerial steps out for one.
Gotta be careful, Doto, blind, off the angle. Needs to see massive tags here. It's the Deagle to start things off, but the continuation threat needs to be from these scouts. And well, there you have it, right? Spargo through the smoke does eventually find the mark. It's Big down to 3 now. And this is smart from HAVU. I like this. They're giving them the bomb site, and they want to play a game of a retake. And look at this. It's 4 people coming from long. Godby's going to see a couple and go, guys, they have long presence as well. But will you expect the quantity of players as well? Aerial's trying to close the gap with the CZ. A flash from short diverts eyes and takes attention off the long push. And it's Keto removed as well. HAVU do it flawless.
There's your multi-kill from Aerial with the CZ. Quick headshots on the fly. Being very mobile, and I have to just echo your sentiment. What a really well-played round from HAVU. The fact they concede the space, they know that that bomb site is going to be compromised no matter which way they attack from, so they want to use the scouts at long range, try and have a fair fight for themselves in, and Aerial does the rest. He's going to throw it, tuck in, maybe try and bait Spargo.
Out on the angle. No kill. Tabson half health. Got to be careful, Aerial. On site. Another. No, surely it doesn't continue. Surely it doesn't. At least the FAMAS will put Keto to sleep. But the alarm bell's still ringing towards A because Big want control and a numbers game that favors them. You can only guess the A site will be theirs, especially when Godby's hitting shots like that. Zen and X7, 2v4, down to 1, down to none. This force fire warfare continues. Aerial opening kill, but of course there's always a response from Big. So going to be careful here. Long pressure. It's a great flash, but Doto just can't hit the broad side of a barn door. Tatson finds the follow-up. Brandon, yet again, it's the A site that's just sieged by Big. And this round, higher implications, bigger stakes, a lot more on the line. It just has to be a safe call out of X7 and Zen. I don't think there's any way they go for this round.
No, especially with spotting out Godby towards the top of middle. Yeah, that one's rough. That one is just HAVU fluffing their lines. A lot of kills could have come into HAVU's favor, but instead they just whiff. Godby, who's got sight of one, but not expecting the X7 to be tucked into the close corner. This rifle save is huge. If they get 2 here, which is a little bit concerning when you've got this split in from tunnels, Tabson to clear this close position. Zen's not expecting it at all. That's a freebie.
No one to play football with, though. Oh.
They struggled with on Inferno. Zen compromised by Tabson immediately. Farthen just feels like he wants to go for a little bit of a walk out towards B. Contact play, knows that the pistols are going to be here, but Doto has hit 2. And that won't be enough, but it's still significant damage from that man. A really high impact individual effort.
That Molly. Really well placed. MP9 slips in up close.
Clever. They've also thrown a smoke to bait Zen in further.
Yeah. And look, shadow advantage, you know exactly what's up. One into it, a second man got B. Just tracks him right through the wall. What a sick response that is.
That's quite nice. And the AWP nowhere to be seen as Big try and split in towards short. This is a similar round that they won before. So now Doto, up with the AK, had a lights-out performance on Inferno. Now needs to hold the line. And his smoke, it's just missed.
Pressure Doto, can he find anything more within the flames? He's got to be forced out into the open, and Keto, it's a very easy pickup for him. So much time to work with as well for Big here, so sight control doesn't have to be instantaneous. Snapping away with the A1S hit. Aerial from range, can't find anything. There you have it. Bomb plant this round. Conditioned even further. X7 gone. It's got to be another safe call here for HAVU.
It has to be. And what Big have done really well in all of these rounds is really nullified Spargo's presence on the AWP. He actually is hanging around and he's got a kit. So there is actually potential for him to maybe go for this. God B. Going to come over on the short side and lock him up. Make sure that this does not have a retake written all over it. But yeah, apart from those kills right at the end, they've done a really good job of just avoiding Spargo completely. They've been attacking the bomb sites in which HAVU have got lesser reinforcements in.
Not ideal, is it, for HAVU? Always a step behind, always. Finding Big out in front. There's another round that shows testament to it, money's sake. Big are actually bleeding a little bit here, though, Brandon. So, can't exactly say that this is all said and done just yet. Still plenty of chances for HAVU to do some damage. Financially, though, HAVU are in a worse position. So anything Big do, they know it's going to be a little worse. But the UMP of all weapons finding 1 3/4. God be 31 points of health. Do they even check hit here? Tabson will mid-air. And indeed, does find the kill.
Now Spargo. He's looking at short, but no one's there. Everyone is in long for Big. Oh, but that's a big find. Searson caught out in that position. He's lost that gunfight a couple of times, actually, this half. Now with Keto on his lurk in towards mid. Is he going to be the difference? Spargo catches one. God be fools. And suddenly, it's a player advantage for HAVU.
And there you go, the orb strikes one more. Spargo not going to find 4 in the round. But you feel like the damage has already been done. Keto goes to punch in the digits. Zen, I mean, you can't deny the plant now, so he has to wait for his teammate in assistance from short. Keto doesn't even know that the player's coming from ramp so soon, so it's an easy pickup. And it will be 4 on the board for HAVU. And I'm wondering, is a bomb plant enough here for the T side, Brandon? Site is pretty easy to lock down once you've got it, but you're not exactly looking at... Okay, never mind. I'll shut up. Clearly, I know nothing about this video game. Searson's going to open things up in favour of the T side. But of course, they are still at a bit of a disadvantage. That Deagle and a Scout, especially that Scout, not really built for the close quarters combat. Bigger trying to involve themselves in. And when there's a trade for the AWP, Zen, brilliant pickup. It's a 4v4, and it's all to play for still for HAVU.
A lot of pressure on Aerial. About to come into the forefront. Great find on towards Tabson. God B's actually upgraded to an AWP. He's immediately fallen, as too are the rest of Big Clan. Suddenly, Keto's just left all alone in short, and Zen completely catches him off guard from the flank. I'm not even sure how that even happened, because it looked like they were about to overwhelm Ariel, and then the reaction from HAVU is just to push in towards mid, and they find all of these kills.
See, it's the fact that he finds a kill, and he survives for so long. Yeah. Big then have to slam on the brakes. You've got flanks, you've got chances, and then the follow-up round, the reward for it. Spargo's going to find a couple. X7's MP9 going to upgrade the extra 1200. Keto going to get naded out as well. One in response from the T side. Walks into the jaws of the M4. Cost him his life. 5v3, HAVU. Probably want to chalk this one up and head into the next round with these 3 weapons. They might just stick around and see if they can give it a bit of a go. But I personally would be running these into the next.
Yeah, for sure. Especially the AWP.
Certainly.
They are hanging about, though. I guess if you try and save right under your opponent's nose, it's maybe a little bit more secretive.
Ninja defuse?
No. Interesting smoke.
That took forever to land, mate. I thought, how many more times am I going to hear that clunk off a wall?
Tell you what, if X7 finds Searson here, that'd be pretty good. In fact, that'd be huge.
Timing. Oh, spotted out though. That's the issue. Does find your first. No, there's a second man of God B who doesn't.
Fine.
Now they have 2.
It's aggressive nature. This is the first time B have really put presence over towards tunnel. By the way, oh, what are you doing?
Great shot from Spargo. Sequence of events. You question them. Spargo won't. More than happy to walk away with the initial frag. No trade again for Big. Yeah, I don't know.
No, just warming up his hand. It's quite cold at the moment.
Needs a Dexter high five, you know. They're playing right now, so it's going to be quite difficult considering he's on the other side of the world, but needs one, mate. Hype himself up. Get into it. Warm those hands.
My dog keeps opening my door, letting all the heat out. Oh.
Yeah. Angered, mate. Didn't know your dog could reach up to the handle, though, to be honest.
No etiquette, really.
Yeah. Using his hands to open it. No, here we go. Final few moments of this round, though, Brandon. And they are starting to apply some pressure towards A. And there we have it. Keto does get the trade. A second frag from Keto. The rifleman stepping up in spades right now for the T side. Boost plant, yet again, is one that HAVU will attempt this time as Ariel. Oh. There we go, Ariel. Finding 2. Sisson on the AWP. 1v3. Does get naded off the angle. There's no smoke to cover the bomb. And it is planted for him, but not when Spargo's holding it down. 7-7.
Great retake. Unbelievable. And again, it's Ariel on this ramp with a multi. It is just unbelievable. Look at this. When do you think it's all said and done with Keto finding these couple of kills? Just like, right, round potentially written off, and then Ariel does this. Brings it right
on a site, and taking on a game plan is going to be difficult. Not when Searson's finding entries like that, though. Ariel tucks his head away, finds the trade. A second frag is too much to ask for the big man, and so he'll crumble under the pressure of Farvan's AK. Doto decides enough's enough, wants to cut the losses, and who's Zen back up to take a more advanced position out towards long, in which he finds the AWP and gets away with it. And he'll even drop a flash and back up. And he goes back in for second. And Doto's there to support. This is a brilliant performance. Check out Art Skin's partner over at Hellcase. I'll hold that thought for a second, because I thought we were going to have a moment and HAVU were going to play things slowly. No, Brandon. No, sir. Not the case. 2 casualties in a second of one another. Father and Searson get their 8th kill each. It might just be an 8th on the board for Big, unless HAVU can make the improbable look very doable.
Oh, Searson. Trying to adjust for the taps. Not quite, but there's another flash. He's tried his best, but he is just missing the mark. Oh, apart from the last bullet. That's the hardest shot to hit of the bunch. And then Father...
Pretty tidy stuff yet again from Big, baiting and switching. Searson finds the opener yet again here for Big in round number 17.
To be fair, Searson is unbelievable on DUST2.
He is.
This is it's gonna hurt Big a lot when DUST2's removed, right? Like, that's It is one of their best maps. Really difficult. But maybe they're just Anubis gamers.
You reckon?
They're going to have to be, I think.
Yeah. How much time do you reckon they've already committed to Anubis? Obviously, we don't know, but like, if I reckon it is going to be like the main map for them. Like, it has to be.
Look at this flash. That's what I'm looking at. Really well done. Oh, they didn't go through. Oh, okay. I guess it doesn't matter. Aerial's found 2. He knows better than I do. Mid to B smoke's now deployed. Keto's under a lot of pressure, but he does manage to find one. Significant damage onto more of these players, but Zen and X7 continue to do God's work.
Mate, I doubted the force buy. How dare I even think about it? Got B1v3, and not even a Tabson or a Searson could clutch up in this scenario. God B knows it's time to exit. And it's exit stage left, out towards long. Goodbye. HAVU will keep their lead. It's 9-8. What a great double from Aerial, though. Despite everything else, I want to watch that 2K back because he gets the first kill, right? He absolutely blasts down the closed doors player. And then on top of that as well, Brandon, not only does he find that, he spams through the CT smoke and finds the second man.
And when you think that's just ridiculous, X7 on his pistol was also wallbanged someone out. I think it was Tabson through the boxes at CT spawn. Whilst...
just no words, no words. That is. Round 18. Do you think big show resistance in this round? I mean, some people are forced and some people have ecoed. I don't know, mate. I don't know what the game plan is. X7, his game plan is to take the head off of Keto's shoulders and he'll check that one off the list.
Oh, Spargo's looking to do the same. Searson. Oh, a couple of great tags. 3 of these players walking so wounded for HAVU. Big, a really good opportunity to convert this round despite only being on pistols because of the great work from the scout. Searson's looking for more, but he can only find the respective AWP of HAVU.
I'm flanking from behind. Farvan and Tabson both with kills. No way does this round go pear-shaped for HAVU. X7's let them all run by. 1v3. First player who'll face is low, but it doesn't matter because he's taggable to the scout and Big have 9. This is embarrassing, man. No one can win a follow-up round. Nobody.
This happened on Inferno as well. It was so back and forth. And it's also happened at the start of this scout on Spargo in this same fight that we see every single round on DUST2.
Tabson to open things up. Smoke towards long. Aerial will best him. Aerial will best him. And find 2. No, Brandon, no. It can't be happening again. Surely not. One man to defend towards the site. It's Searson with an MP9. Aerial was waiting for a flash. He was playing anti. He was waiting for something to come out. A smoke towards front side, trying to buy Searson a bit of space to work with. Keto will catch X7 in the molly. Aerial makes it 3 in the round. Can he make it 4? He's trying to at least. It's massive damage done. Switches out to the A1S. Aerial's on for the ace, mate. There's no way this round happens. Zen's going to be holding behind, playing up tuck. Keto comes out, of course. Zen with the last.
Leading by example here, one of the more experienced members on this HAVU side. God B fully blind, gets caught off guard as 2. Does Tabson. Great openers from Doto. That's 3 already. That's the round done. Lock it up. Big. Go and save.
That's it. How easy does it make it look as well, mate? They showed more resistance when they were on the Deagles than they do against when they're on the rifles. Farvan fires through the smoke for a second attempt on the AWP, of course, claiming the first. Vito will catch off at 7, so at least that's an M4 upgraded to an AK, but of course the same structure applies. You've got to bring these weapons into the next.
X7 is always that player. He's that guy for HAVU. Top mid lurk, catching off these rotates no matter where they come from. But that's a really nice play from Key. So he completely bypasses his angle and just appears out of nowhere. It's like whack-a-mole for X7. Can't quite find him. And as a result, a free upgrade for Keto. But it's a really nice little consolation prize at the end of the day, because HAVU, they've now created a massive buffer between themselves and Big. This game was once back and forth, it was brawly in nature, and suddenly HAVU got a 3-round advantage. And look at the money as well. You talk about bringing in the rifles, that's only to give them a lifeline.
I have no words to...
That was double AWP. That was double AWP.
And so you have to play for an eco. That's 13-9, or at least should be. And then what? Lose the force, 14-9, lose that, that's it, it's done, you know? 15-9, you're on Deagles in the last round of the game. God B will open things up. And a second frag for God B. Does eventually get a bit too greedy, goes for the AK to try and escape the clutches here of HAVU.
No way.
Is punished. 2v4 originally. Zender's fine his first. They are getting back into things here. 2 pistols and an AWP still to work with though for Big. So weapons game still favouring HAVU. As you can see the bar there, the firepower leaning in favour of the T side. But that won't last long.
Yeah, Tabs has got an AK. Farven tucked in. I'm just saying this position wins the round. Pearson's going to take the first contact. They're not going to check Farven. Maybe they do with this lurk smoke.
And with doors. Oh, they 100% do with that smoke, surely. It's the first angle you can only check, right? Unless if you jump over the smoke here, right, or move through. Apparently, they do indeed go to clear it. Spargo not going to clear out the angle. Hits the no-scope. No problem. Is
2 again. Farven wheeled in the second. Fast flashes out long again. This is what enabled HAVU in the round prior. Hit Molly thrown through. Keto fully blind. X7 just about makes it work. He's now looking for even more. Just clicking away at the heads. It's dangerous. He's trying to give up the haircuts. The Spargo with the Molly. Can't catch out the player at car.
And this is damaging Brandon, because the more time spent on taking these fights, the more Big have time to prepare. As Tabson executes X7. Down to 3 here for the T side. Farven patiently waiting. Peeks the angle. Never going to win that one out. Aerial does land the shot, but it's only center mass. And Searson in the meantime, positioned from the heavens with the AWP. He is going to get smoked off. And nade to go back through. That's given time for Zen to move forward, but the bomb carrier deleted. And now it's Spargo against the entirety of the Big roster. Barquito fires once, flashbang goes through, doesn't hit God B. Spargo's blind, he goes for the attack, but there's players swarming.
Against Big. I don't know if I agree with it.
What's the loss bonus like? Is it up to 4 yet, or is it at 3?
It'd be 2 or 3.
See, because then the argument would be like, you take a deep investment, but you still have enough for some weaponry in the next. This, you are right, it's just all-out slaughter. Hold on. AWP is actually left in isolation. Keto's found a second aerial. Aerial! Where's that come from? 2v2. Don't get excited just yet, because there's still 2 very, very keen players to go on a retake. Searson's going to lob out the AWP, and he's going to want to pick up an AK. Got beat. Throw in some retake utility early on to try and draw eyes away from the heaven peak, from the window shove. He tries to jump spot the angles, tries to filter out where they can and can't be. As Aerial posts up on the AWP. Doto wants to play a contact game. God B should have him dead to right here with the Tech 9. But actually, he stopped peeking just as Doto slips in as well. Aerial on the door. On the peak will find another. God B, clutch required. And while he sits at the door, he gets chance for Aerial to peek. But he doesn't want to do it with the primary. Draws out the sider. Stripping away with the Tech 9. Can't hit it. God B, he messes around with the defuse. Is there enough time? I don't think so. HAVU don't know. But Big just about hold on. It's 12-all. It's all tied up.
How on earth has God B managed that then? He's putting so much audio cues in, just trying to bait in this original peak from Searson. He gets absolutely railed by Aerial. And then God B just swings, gets on the bomb with minimal time left. Look at how close that is.
You are right. Oh, money was. Whoa! What's happened? What's going on in this round? Marvin will catch Aerial, but B is completely at the stakes here. As Zen and Doto both be fragged. Will he expect the all-power? He won't, but Spargo will. This is such a fast-paced round, Brandon. And a safe call called at a minute 30. God B is done. HAVU with 13.
I need a throat lozenge. This is too much.
Mate, I've got some here. Do you want one?
Yeah, God.
Yeah.
What is happening? How on earth? Firstly, can we just talk about that fight in towards top mid? Like, what is going on?
Why does Sisson not just lock in the... Like, he knew he jumped across.
Unbelievable. HAVU, they feel very incentivized off the back of their Tech 9 round. They were like, yeah, let's just do that with rifles. We can win. Unbelievable. That's 13. And Big, their loss bonus is first stage now. The Keto's not going to have any money. Neither will Tabson. Farthen. It won't look great. Yeah, look at it. Oh, dear.
Float, and this is what gives them a chance, because if they ecoed here, it's 14-12, and everything rests on one fight. At least Big now have a backup plan should they lose.
Oh, Spargo thought it was an incendiary. It's just a HE. Can he escape? Probably not. Got B with the UMP, not quite.
How does he get out alive there, Brandon? 32 points of health. It wasn't even a molly, as you said. It could have been. He would have been fine. Instead, he drips out of smoke. Can't find the smoke, obviously, because there's not a molly. Takes extensional damage. Puts up a smoke to try and cross back. And he still gets out of this situation alive.
Godby's purposefully reloaded really close to the doors, and now he's just run away. This man is a genius.
I like that from him. He's actually so good, man. Like,
yeah, he is.
The brain on this guy is unreal. Like, actually a legend.
Super nice dude as well. Like, honestly. Yeah.
He seems chill. Like, I think I watched a few interviews with him in, right? And he's actually super open, super honest. I love him. I love God B. If you're listening, man. Legend. Love you lots. But, as much as he's a coach, 15 and 15 isn't bad. I'm missing a Tabson show. I'm missing... you know, an AWP masterclass. We're missing the big wow factor that we see so much, so often from this side. And HAVU have just been playing simple CS. They've been playing numbers CS. And that's what's been winning them rounds. This one boils down to the final few moments, though, Brandon. They go in for a fast play. They want to dot out. The flashes are good. Farthen has to drop off the angle.
No.
But there's a team kill in the mix to open this round. Keto found a second. And now it's all gone astray. HAVU, 2v5, find the first. There's a man in the smoke that they overlook. And Searson closes the show. That's more like it for Big. 13-13.
Toto? What is... What?
Oh, he's blind, mate. He's blind as anything. Thinking someone's going to peek flat. Help mouse one.
Oh, wow. They just closed the book on DUST2. We put it back on the shelf. We say never again.
Then again, HAVU's success rate with the pistols has been alarmingly good, Brandon, against Big so far. Writing them off of a round like this seems criminal. You'd think it's a done deal, but you really can't.
Oh, no.
And especially when Doto's hitting shots like that. Don't jump then. Oh, my word. Thought he was going to send it then. Doto spotting the second man out on long. Oh, near shot with the scout. Nearly again. Both misses. No tags just yet. Nades are going to start to pour on in. A collapsal tag. Copy and Tabson takes so much, but the damage is there. And there you go. Big will clean up shop at the cost of nearly everything, though. One shot will be enough there. Spargo can't get anything done. And it is 14-13. Brandon, my heart again. Oh, my word. I don't think I can take any more.
What a shot, by the way. Oh, my goodness me. But it's not going to receive anything because all the threat is out here. All on the back of Searson.
Seconds continue to tick away, Brandon. It's a minute and 20 of them to work with here for HAVU. Bigger implications to the best of three. This round means everything. If Big lose everything, they're back to square one. Not if Searson's hitting more shots like that, though. There's your first. Molly goes in. Smoke to evade. Flash is good. Problem is, no one's now there to hold the angle, so Searson can re-peek all he wants, and he's comfortable with that angle with the AWP. HAVU will have to give it up. There's one man isolated in pit that could have done the job, and it's Spargo. What's going on right now? What are we thinking? 40
Another
seconds
molly.
left. Indeed. And this time, Searson can't get out of it. Burning, burning, flashbang, wall blind him, has to peek out again, but he hits a second shot, has to reload the orb. That's the 5-mag change, and he will be a victim to it. But for his team, there's Charts, there's glimmering light as X7 and Spargo eke their way in. The orb finds its first, and now it's all on X7. 1v3, 20 seconds left. You cannot write him into this round because Keto will end the chat.
Coming over into the fray, but now look at Zen. He's on a mission. Fast, deep smokes deployed at range on towards short. And suddenly, Zen's trying to take point. Tabson does deny at the very least. That's an opener. And now more supported casting utility can fly on through. Everyone is blind. X7 will get a trade, but it's still a disadvantage
Or is
for HAVU.
2v3, Deagle swept straight through to CT, but there's a man holding Keto. 1v3, X7, got to do it all solo, does find the first, trying to ride the highs of the Galil here, trying to isolate the fight with the orb. Farman playing for no scopes, misses his second attempt, but hits it with the USP.